Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm Elyse Archer, founding team member and personal brand strategist with Brand Builders Group. Today, I want to tackle a question that is a little bit personal and a little bit scary for a lot of people, but I think it's really, really important. And it's this whole question of, as we're stepping up to become more visible in the world, how do we deal with the fear that accompanies that? And if you're watching this, you probably have had to deal with some element of this, right? Maybe you're deciding that you want to do more videos and you know that they're a great way to grow your brand and become known, but you've got this voice in your head that's like, you suck on camera, people are going to make fun of you, they're going to reject you, they're not going to like your videos. Or maybe it's just that you really want to elevate your positioning in your space and become known as a top authority, but we get this like voice that's almost an imposter syndrome voice that says, well, who are you to talk about that? And who are you to become known? And what I really want to encourage you with today is, who are you not to? Who are you not to? And I'm going to talk about God in this video. So if you don't like that, that's cool. But I would just say, turn it off now. But I really, truly believe that God has put each and every one of us on this earth for a purpose. And that if you feel called to speak about something, and if you feel called to be visible in a certain way, that is inspired by something much bigger than you. And we don't have to know the how. We don't have to do it perfectly. But all we need to do is follow that calling to show up on a bigger scale, and we will be supported in those efforts. I remember last year when I was transitioning out of sales coaching and I was thinking about, okay, what am I going to be known for? And I felt very called to create something that I'm calling the Instant Impact Challenge, which is every day I do some sort of like a random act of kindness or a good deed. The whole idea behind it is, I think a lot of times we want to make a purpose, leave a purpose and have a legacy with our lives, but it feels very overwhelming to figure out what that is. And we think, well, it's going to take so much time, I'm just going to deal with it later. And my goal in the challenge was to show that no, you can create a purpose and a legacy with your life, and it only takes 2, 3, 5 minutes a day to do something that is meaningful and that creates a positive ripple effect. And so if you want to follow that challenge, it's on Instagram at Instant Impact Challenge. But the whole point of this is that when I started thinking about talking about those bigger life things, I felt so unqualified. I felt so uncomfortable. Like, who am I to really dig into some of that stuff and start showing up in that way? And I found what I had to do was I kind of just had to start doing it. It was a little bit of do it while it's still really uncomfortable. And over time it becomes easier. And now I have no issue talking about those things, and I'm really proud of the challenge. And it's something that I'm doing and that I'm committed to. And I think it's making a positive impact in the world. But whatever that thing is for you that you feel afraid of, I want to just really encourage you and motivate you, hopefully, that if you are feeling called to speak about something, there is a reason for that. And it is much bigger than you. And you may not know in the moment, and you may never know why you had to do that, why you felt inspired to do that. You know, Tony Robbins talks about his whole life was changed when he was a young kid and they were living in poverty, and this stranger showed up on his door and donated a Thanksgiving dinner to them. And his dad rejected that dinner, and that stranger probably went away thinking, wow, what a waste of time, or like, man, I really messed up there. But that stranger inspired Tony Robbins to step into being who he is today. And as we all know, he has impacted so many lives. And so I just really want to let you know, like, we don't always see the big picture of what's at work, and that's okay. I think one day we will. But today, whatever you feel called to do, know that it is there in your heart for a reason. And if you don't do it, and if you hold yourself back, and if you continue to play small, not only are you going to disappoint yourself, but there are countless people who need to hear from you who are not hearing from you. And you never know whose life you are meant to impact with your message, with your visibility, with your words, that you are not impacting right now because you are playing small. So, guys, just listen to what you feel called on your heart to say and start getting that out into the world. And I am there to support you. Like, send me a message, comment below, let me know how I can help support you in this, because this is something that has made a massive impact in my life, and I know that it will in yours as well. And you are meant to make a massive impact in other lives too. That's how this whole thing happens. It's a beautiful cycle, and I want to help support you in that. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the gift of your attention. And I cannot wait to hear what you feel called to do on a grander scale in the comments below. Thank you.